Listen up, bros and broettes. Hit that subscribe button before you click off this video. Lots of cool stuff to check out on this channel. Make sure you ring that bell. Every time you ring the bell, a vegan cries. Let's do this. Spooky Saturday night continues. This one's titled 10 Scary Videos Never to Watch at Night. And it is currently night.
So good luck, guys.
So I have been warned. We have been warned. Not that concerned about it. On a quick side note, we recently moved into a home that started producing noises.
Cabinet closing, opening, and then closing.
Yeah, we had an instance early on when we got here that we started to record, and prior to recording we heard what sounded like a cabinet slamming. We didn't see it. We can only assume that's what the sound was, and don't think it had anything to do with the air conditioner blowing a cabinet shut because the cabinets were closed.
Yeah, no.
But we couldn't confirm that that was indeed what happened. And then shortly after we started recording and put our headphones in, it did it again. And we missed completely. It wasn't until we went to edit the video that we noticed the sound shortly after.
I did tell it to do it again before that.
And this was several months ago, and in the time since then we've had several other things that just made noise. And just out of curiosity, I went on Amazon and bought a couple little cheap-ass $20 cameras with amazing clarity.
Yeah.
And we just installed this camera system, these three that we have this week. And the day that we first installed them, our daughter got really sick, spiked up to a 103 temperature, so we left and went to the emergency room about 9 p.m. And at about midnight, while we're still in the emergency room with her, the alert went off on my phone. Mm-hmm. We checked it out. I'm not convinced it's anything, but it is interesting if nothing else. The reason being, 5 minutes later, it gave me a second alert with a very similar shadow cast on our wall,
but moving differently.
Yeah, it was interesting. So we thought we would share this with you and see what you guys think about that. So you can give us your input on that. And then tonight, we have this really creepy attic that was renovated. So it's not terrible, it's just incredibly hot and it's not that big, but that's where we hear a lot of the noises during the day and the night. So we put a camera up there and it triggered a couple of alerts right before we started recording. So we just saw these videos. I'm not gonna read too much into them. You know, I'm the skeptic. So
a couple of them are definitely bugs. Like you can just tell the difference between an orb and a bug. But one of them does not look like a bug. And it looks like an orb. And that's for me.
I think it's dust. Ending the side note, it is Spooky Saturday night.
Felt appropriate.
Thought we would share that with you, but we need to get into the video. So 10 scary videos never to watch at night. Let's do this.
Sir Spooks.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks and today we'll take a look at 10 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content.
And subscribe to our
I
channel.
have the goal of reaching 1 million subscribers.
Since
so
everyone is out there endorsing
me
themselves.
Alright, with that said, let's begin. This clip comes to us from a TikTok account known as PG Stories Official. In the video, we hear a woman explaining to the viewer that her and her kid just got back from eating dinner and noticed that her bedroom light was on for some strange reason. She says this weirded her out a lot because she did not remember leaving it on. At one point in the video, the uploader tells her kid to wait in the car while she goes on inside to have a quick look around just to make sure that everything is okay. However, As soon as she exits her vehicle, she notices this in her window.
Listen, I'm gonna walk inside real fast. I want you to wait out here for me. Yeah, I'm in. I want you. Oh my God. Somebody broke into her. Yeah. Oh my God. Somebody broke into her. Oh my God. Somebody broke into her. Yeah. I don't know. Let's go. Oh. Jaden, yeah, it is. Go next door. Go next door and get your icy, okay?
It's like the beginning of a Halloween movie.
If you hear me scream, call 911.
Okay.
Why wouldn't you check to see if the door was unlocked?
Upon seeing this strange, shadow-like figure in the window, the mother states that somebody definitely broke in, while her kid can be heard in a panicked and scared voice telling her to get back in the car. While most people probably would have called the cops and left the scene immediately, she instead enlists her kid to call for help if something goes wrong, while she goes on inside to investigate. Sadly, just as she opens the door to investigate, the video abruptly ends and we are left wondering what exactly happened after the footage ended. Do you think that there really was a
lived
shadow
because she
figure looming in
posted
their
it.
house, or was it actually a home invader like she suspected?
That
Both of the
reeks
voices
of home
the kid and
invasion
mother seem
or
quite
setup.
authentic in how
One or the
scared
other.
they were. What do you make of this eerie footage? Be sure to let
I
me know
don't
in
make
the
of it
comments
as
below.
paranormal.
Yeah.
This video was uploaded to the YouTube channel UFO Today, all the way back on October 28th, 2009, and is without a doubt one of the creepiest pieces of potential UFO footage out there. The
Seriously?
footage in question was filmed at an undisclosed location in the middle of the night.
I thought what he was
and
showing,
shows
he was
something
talking about. I'm like,
utterly
that's pretty
baffling
fake looking.
and creepy at the same time. At first, we see a large UFO mothership hovering around, which is already quite creepy as is. But things quickly escalate when this happens. Take a look.
Out there. Look.
What
It's
in
like
the...
parachutes.
Wow.
It's Soren! Looks like the eyes. You get it.
Sauron.
He sees all. Pretty sure Sauron doesn't shoot stuff out of his eye though.
It immediately becomes clear that there isn't just one UFO flying around in the sky, but rather several small ones. Despite the fact that this video is well over a decade old at this point, nobody has ever been able to properly explain what exactly is going on in this video, and whether or not it's real or all some cleverly edited piece of footage.
Send it to Matt Walsh.
Have you ever experienced
He'll
an
believe it.
injury
He'll
that
believe it.
required immediate care from a chiropractor? Well, my brother went through this recently. Today's sponsor Dave can assist you in managing unexpected expenses like these. It's common to find yourself in situations where you have to wait until
advertisements.
the end of the month to afford that one important
Let's talk
thing.
about
Thankfully,
ExpressVPN.
Dave is here to help with
Not
extra
sponsored.
cash. If you have unexpected
Code word
expenses
Shapiro.
like this, but are in need of cash to get the help you deserve,
What is
then
that
Dave
dog
is the banking
screen
app that's
thing?
leveling the financial playing
Yeah.
field. When you download
Matt
Dave,
Walsh and his happy
you can
dog.
get up to $500 in 5
So
minutes
happy
or less.
dog.
No credit check, no late fees.
Do you
It's
suffer from
part of
extreme
Dave's
diarrhea?
Extra cash account. Advance the
Is
money
your
you
stomach
need
just not
with
cooperating
no
with you?
interest, and then settle up later. Extra
Try our
cash gets you more
laxatives.
money to buy groceries, fill your tank,
Pretty sure you don't
finally
need
get your car
laxatives for
repaired, or
diarrhea.
catch up on bills without having to wait for your next paycheck. You can even build credit when you settle up on time.
More like a block of
Millions
cheese.
of people have already downloaded the Dave app to make that
That wouldn't make a good
finances
laxative.
easier. So if
You
you're
don't
in
need a
pinch, get the
laxative
help
for
you need
diarrhea.
by downloading Dave. Download
You need
Dave
a
today
stopper.
at dave.com/spooks.
Once it's out, it's out.
That's
You need a
When you see water,
dave.com/spooks.
you're
You can
good.
get up to $500
You got nothing
in
left.
5
The
minutes
tank
or less. No credit
is
check,
empty.
no late fees. Download the Dave app now or go to dave.com/spooks. For terms and conditions, go to dave.com.
Dave.com. He bought that. Like when the internet first started.
Transfer fees apply.
Somebody said Dave.com is mine, and it's been just sitting around for decades.
Thank you, Dave, for sponsoring today's video.
And then Dave bought it.
God.
A man named Eric Wood posted this chilling video to his TikTok account on May 26, 2023, and shows some eerie footage that looks to have been filmed on a home security camera system that he had set up in the house somewhere.
And you can tell.
The footage in question may be quite grainy, so it's unfortunately a bit hard
to unfortunately,
make
his SP VCR recording through the potato isn't quite what you would like.
Nonetheless, the footage is definitely unsettling. Have a look.
Yeah, it's very unsettling. Can't see nothing.
Bro. Shapeshifter.
Like a pig costume with lenses.
Is it Saw? Is it Jigsaw with lenses? No, that's Shapeshifter.
Okay. Little pig,
the video shows a pair of two glowing eyes that seem to belong to what appears to be some sort of dog man or werewolf, staring into the camera in an extremely menacing manner.
Menacing. I mean,
nobody's entirely sure what Eric managed to capture on camera. That
you see two little lenses
whatever it is,
in a form, but that's menacing.
Try to haunt him on a day-to-day basis from here on out.
He needs to call Dave.com.
This next video was posted on the wildly popular UFO subreddit, which contains pictures and videos of exactly that, interesting and chilling UFO sightings from around the world. This particular piece of footage was filmed on August 30th in Poland. The upload of the video also posted this paragraph of text alongside the video to give viewers a bit of context.
No, I think that's just an edit.
So it was 7 p.m. my local time,
SP standard.
I was riding on my bicycle, training after work, on the local road near a highway leading to Lublin. You can hear cars' noise. Then suddenly I saw an airplane with trails and two white round-shaped objects, which were flying parallel to each other with the same speed, without audible noise of engines, like a plane. I took a video. I was trying to focus on these objects, but you know how it works with a normal camera in a smartphone. Anyway, aircraft flew into large rainy clouds, and these objects maintained their speed and disappeared in clouds too. I was checking the sky for a while, then I went straight ahead. It was strange, but I'm aware that in eastern Poland, there is a bigger NATO military presence due to the war in Ukraine, so it could be it. I leave it to you.
If you're that close to the war,
space passionate. I look almost every night at the
there's going to be all
sky,
kind of stuff you're not
and
familiar
I saw
with.
a couple times
probably
strange
drones.
Objects with erratic movement. That's why I wanted to post this video here. Cheers. End quote.
Did it move like a drone?
The video is definitely quite fascinating, and it is guaranteed to make you think and scratch your head in utter bewilderment.
Not really.
What in the world could be going on here that makes rational sense?
I'm bewildered.
Perhaps a real extraterrestrial spacecraft would be the most rational explanation. But this may end up being a mystery that never gets properly solved.
No.
Next.
See what the skeptic is doing to me? I'm rationalizing now.
A Reddit user named
pretendquote7580
this is a problem.
posted this eerie piece of security camera footage online that is creeping people out all around the world, and for a very good reason, as you're about to see. The footage in question was filmed at a mall in the middle of the night, where all is extremely quiet and underventilated.
Who still has malls?
The person who was watching over the security cameras was probably quite
They're going extinct like the dinosaur.
But likely got the shock of their life when they ultimately saw this happen.
It's just a kid wanting to play. That's pretty crazy.
Okay.
It's just a kid ghost. Kid ghosts need
Out
entertainment
of
too.
nowhere, a strange
Out
sort
of
of
nowhere.
toy can be seen moving around the mall floor, seemingly all by itself. The
Except
upload of the video
for that
states
guy
that
around
it's
the corner
possible
with the
that
little
there could
remote
be a simple
control
battery
going.
problem with this particular toy, which
Yeah.
would cause it to roam around like that.
It's just going
But
in
other people are
circles.
not entirely sure about that and seem to be convinced that this is the work of a paranormal entity.
Of course
What
they
do you
are.
That I
think
can
about this
believe.
video?
Yeah.
Does it show proof that even ghosts like
I
to
said
play
it's
around with
sarcastic.
toys?
It's not sarcastic.
Or was this a weird battery
There's no
malfunction
cabinets
of
nearby
the
for me to
toy?
slam and
Be
no
sure to let me
doors to
know.
open.
It's a kid ghost. He wants to
Let
ride
me
on the
possess this
horsey.
toy and go in circles.
He wants to ride the
'Cause I'm a
horsey.
ghost.
This next video comes to us from a TikTok user simply known as UFO Alien Guy, and is
Hey.
definitely quite short in length, but it is without a doubt a very puzzling piece of footage. The video shows a man recording around outside at sunset, seemingly with nothing of interest going on. We are looking at a bush when all of a sudden, something genuinely terrifying happens. Take a look.
Hello?
Bro.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello?
Isn't that alien a little on the nose?
That just looks like a bad costume. I don't know. It blinked.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello?
Look at it. Look at it blink.
Yeah, that is a little on the nose right
It
there.
blinked.
Whoa,
And I do believe in aliens somewhat.
Suddenly,
Not that
an
alien.
extraordinarily creepy
But
gray
how do you
face
know?
can be seen peering out from behind
Because
the
that
bushes,
moves like a
causing
human.
the uploaders
How
to
do you
Looks
know
like
that
a costume.
alien
steps.
doesn't? Well, yeah.
At one
I
point,
mean-
it almost
Yeah, but
looks
it
as if
blinks.
the strange creature is getting ready to get closer to the uploader.
Because
The
he's
video ends
Deadpool.
before we are able to see what happens next.
Just in a white Deadpool costume.
After watching this video, almost everyone on
Albino
TikTok
pool.
became convinced that this TikTok user managed to capture videographic evidence of the existence of aliens and
Which
extraterrestrial
furthers my
life.
opinion of TikTok
But
as
what do you
being
make of this weird
mostly
piece of footage?
dumbasses.
The lanky creature definitely appears to
Which
be
is why we're
alien
not
in
on
nature,
TikTok.
But
but
it
is it possible
blinks.
that this was just something else
How
altogether?
how do they do
Could
that?
this simply be some guy in a costume?
Yes, it simply
We
can
may
be some
never
guy in
know.
a costume.
But how did he blink?
Hell, it could be LED. I mean, it's not that hard. That would be simple.
This next video comes to us from a user on TikTok known as the Movie Guy 11. In the video, he
The alien
provides
guy,
some
the movie
context
guy.
before we are about to watch the following video, writing, quote, "My friend filmed these two today in Yellowstone and thought that they were a bear at first. Then when he rewatched it, he realized they were on 2 feet." And
Bears can walk on
Bears walk
2
on
feet.
2
definitely
feet.
quite intriguing, so let's take a look, shall we?
Are there bears at Yellowstone?
Yeah, Yogi.
Okay. Yep.
That's where Yogi the Bear's at.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
According to the
watch-
cartoon.
I didn't watch Yogi that much. Okay, it looks like the first one further up looks like he's walking on 4. I can't, but it's, they're so far away I can't tell.
All of the beautiful greenery aside, there is definitely something quite odd about this footage. It all appears fine until you look closely and see 2 seemingly quite tall creatures roaming around the area.
He looks short.
As the story goes, the uploader after filming the video showed the video
I'm calling
to
Bud
park
Light on
rangers,
this one.
who confidently told him that he
I
managed
ain't
to capture
buying
the
it.
elusive Bigfoot on camera.
Yeah, that's
Do you
just
think
exactly
this
what it looked
TikToker
like right
actually
there.
Yeah.
filmed
It didn't look
videographic
like a big
evidence of
blob
Bigfoot?
of-
Spot on,
Or
right
was
there.
this just something else?
That didn't look like
Either
a blob
way,
at all.
it's
on the
quite
TV
interesting to
computer
watch.
screen.
If we ever saw a Bigfoot, they'd have to cancel the show on Netflix or whatever. So they're not going to ever
When
find
you
Bigfoot.
picture your local grocery
There's-
store,
They need more
you
ad
probably
money.
just think of it as a place to, well, buy some groceries. However, as it turns out, not even simple places such as those are safe from terrifying activity.
I love how all these people say
This
they're so
YouTube video was
terrifying or
published
chilling, and it
online by a
usually is
man
nothing.
simply identified as Christopher on July
Or something very
27th,
minor.
2008.
Megadeth.
It shows surveillance camera footage from the deli aisle of a store somewhere in Connecticut. The security camera footage starts off normal as we watch a boring night that suddenly becomes rather eventful quickly.
I don't know where to look. Oh, okay. The chair. Screw that chair. And that one. It doesn't like how it's arranged in there. Has to rearrange.
Many objects in the store can be seen getting moved around in an unnatural manner for several seconds before the video cuts off abruptly. In the description of the post, Christopher also says that the owner of the store saw the condition of the place the following morning and proceeded to call the police. The police report
The
listed
way that
as
chair
an
pulled,
unexplained
it would actually be
phenomenon,
tough
which is
to
surely an
tie
understatement.
a fish
Apparently,
line to the
the
bottom of
location
it
was
and
also
tug
used
it
as a rum
in the
running
manner that it
location
pulled,
during Prohibition.
because it would literally be in one
To this
line.
day, the unexplained
That one I could do.
phenomenon here
That
has yet
chair
to
would be
be
easy.
explained, and it likely never will be.
But the second movement on the first chair, or should be the second chair because the first one just kind of moved a little bit, and then the other one, the drug.
This horrifying
But
video will be sure to make your heart beat
that one would be
right
kind
out
of tough
your
to fake
chest.
like that. So.
It shows security camera
I've
footage
seen
that
this
was
one.
filmed inside of this family's home in the middle of the night.
Yeah, this dude has some weird crap
All
going
is
on in his
peaceful and
apartment.
quiet until suddenly
His
a young
son.
boy's voice can
Telling
be
you,
heard
his son
crying
did
out
something.
somewhere in the house. Immediately, the father of the child comes to see what's going on, but there's just one problem.
He's in the bed with them.
Good.
That dude moved out of his house.
Yeah, so
He
that
wasn't
makes
playing.
it believable.
He was getting the hell out of Dodge.
As it turns out, that was not his child. The voice that you heard crying was actually coming from an alleged paranormal entity. This whole video feels like something you'd see in a horror movie. Of course, we cannot prove that this video is real, but it definitely feels quite authentic, and if it is, then we can only hope and pray that this poor family gets out of that house as
They
soon
did.
as
They
possible.
did. They're fine.
I don't know where you've been, but they've put out a bunch of videos.
Yeah.
Nukes.
They put out their
Bizarre
moving
Bug,
out
they've all
video.
done it. Yeah. He's well
UFO
known.
sighting videos usually depict the flying saucer in question
Doesn't
as
that look
being
like
in
a
the
spinner
shape
top?
of, well, a saucer.
I mean, it's
However, UFOs are not
what,
always that
50
shape,
years
as
ago
this next video
when they
from
were
Reddit
doing
proves.
these movies.
Posted to the UFO subreddit, the
Looks like
footage
someone
was filmed by the
spanned a
Reddit
This
spinner
dude
top.
digs
was
into that
riding on an
UFO
airplane one
subreddit.
day in the
Mhm.
window seat when he looked out at the sky and saw something rather odd. Take a look.
Looks like a drone. Like the other video.
That's not a plane, dude.
I mean, it's pretty tall for a drone, but military equipment can do whatever.
I mean, that's a UFO, but it doesn't make it alien.
Right, like, yeah.
It's just unidentified. I'm
But
not convinced.
it looks
It
like
appears
a
to be
drone
some
because at
sort
the
of
top you
UFO
can
for
see
sure.
something
But
moving.
strangely enough, it appears to be in the shape of a Tic Tac, just like the famous Tic Tac UFO caught on video by fighter pilots back in 2004. A statement from the uploader reads as follows, quote, was flying over Nevada near Nellis
It's
Air
always
Force
Nevada.
Base. I noticed this object outside the
Nellis
window.
Air Force
It
Base.
was a little closer before I started filming, and visibly no wings or tail.
Well, I mean, there
It
and New
seems to
Mexico
also
are
be a
like the
little
two
fat,
main
scientific
places. If
term
you're looking for
to be a plane.
UFOs, that's where to go.
I showed
That was
this to
Arizona.
multiple airline crew members.
I'm just not
including
convinced
the pilot,
that's
and they
alien
stated
of
that
any
it was
sort.
definitely not a plane. To be sure, I filmed planes at roughly the same distance, and you could clearly see wings and were much thinner.
Yeah,
I
no,
tried
it's a drone.
stabilizing the
Gotta
video
be.
as much as I could. I noticed it had a distinct tic-tac shape to it, so I got a little excited. End quote.
I got all
So,
giddy.
next time you see a weird object in the sky that doesn't appear to be in the shape of a saucer, just remember that it could very well be a UFO.
Well, I mean, it is a
That-
UFO.
And that was
that's-
10 scary videos.
It's just
I
unidentified.
hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then subscribe for more scary content. My name is Sir Spooks, and I'll see you all
I mean,
in the
I
next
don't.
video.
What was really scary in
There
this
was
one?
only a couple of those that I could find believable.
Well, I mean,
Like the chairs moving, that's kind of hard to pull off.
what could be done, but just the angle of that one chair would be
Yeah,
difficult to make it go the two different directions if you've got one piece of fishing line tied to one leg.
Yeah.
When you pull it, it's going to move forward. Then when you pull it again, it's going to keep going that same direction. But this one kind of veered backwards and ran into the table and two other chairs.
Right.
So that was interesting. I mean, it's not impossible. It would just take a lot of coordination. So I don't know. I mean, I don't believe if I was stuck in some sort of purgatory here on Earth, that would be what any ghost would do. I mean, shutting cabinets, opening doors, moving chairs around, things of that nature.
Maybe they're trying to get attention through some sort of footage or something so they could get someone in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a ghost.
Just don't buy it. I just don't. I mean, I believe in energy. I believe in UFOs, but that doesn't make them alien. And all this crap they keep showing on these UFOs, look, years and years ago when they opened the 6th branch of the military, a really good friend of mine who was a hacker, hell of a coder, became one of the head programmers for the cyber division of the U.S. military here in the city that we live in. Smart guy.
Yeah.
He wouldn't really tell me a lot about what it is he did because it was classified. He was honorable, so he wouldn't even tell me a lot of what was going on, and we talked weekly. But he did say something back then that has stuck with me for the last couple of decades. And what he said was, if you go to Google Earth, he said, put in your address. I did, and I saw an overhead view of my home, but my car wasn't in the driveway, so I knew then that, it was a picture, it wasn't live action, because originally I thought it was kind of like it's live right now, but it was just a picture that it had taken as it went overhead and snapped a picture. And I thought that was pretty cool. And he looked at me and he goes, well, if Google can do that, imagine what I can do. So a lot of these UFOs, imagine what they've got that you just don't know about. And I'm sure there's plentiful. If there is one thing I have learned about the government is when they're not lying, they're not telling you about other stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why they constantly lie, like all the time.
They're very resourceful.
They're liars.
Yeah.
They lie constantly.
Constantly.
But I do believe aliens exist. I just think they're smarter than we are, and as such, would have no real interaction with us because we are dumb. And if they run through our, if they go through our frequencies and watch videos of us to learn about us, and they tap into TikTok and Facebook and Instagram, YouTube, they're going to just call back and go, yeah, guys, we've done our recon. Can we come home now?
Yeah.
Who knows? We may have been in communication with aliens for years. It just seems like at this point, somebody would have spilled the beans because they'd have done a TikTok video about it. Something. There'd be something. And I don't know about this Sir Spooks video. He really went off into UFOs more than I would enjoy.
I mean, that does fall under the paranormal.
Yeah, but it's scary video. There wasn't a damn thing scary about the the unidentified
Yeah.
flying object. We made a video maybe a year ago. It's on the channel, so if you want to search for it, it's our own top 5 ghost videos. Much scarier.
That's actually, yeah, like, don't watch that at night.
That one's pretty freaky, but it's stuff
Makes
that
you believe in some stuff.
me as a skeptic, those are 5 videos I watched, and they all 5 made me go,
Like a demon in the house
Yeah,
that chase those guys out.
There may be something to them. There may be nothing to any of them. But each one of those I found very interesting and decided we'd put together our own compilation, top 5. So she'll put it in at the end credits. Yeah. So stick around. When we run the credits, go in, click on that, watch it, and tell us what you think. So that's where you come in and tell me what I need to watch, what's going to make me a believer. Like, share,
subscribe,
do the thing.
Do the thing.
And until the next time, guys, has fun. Come at me, bro.
The Brodown is over. Let's bro out.